All right. Good evening. It is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024, and I'm trying something new. I'm really taxing my computer, I think, maybe. I'm trying to stream mobile, and I'm trying to stream normal, regular YouTube streaming. So we're going to see how that goes. But it is a Thursday night. It is a stormy Thursday night. Now, I don't know if any of you have dogs, but I have a dog right here. And the fact that it is thundering outside is probably the most terrifying thing to the dog ever. He's absolutely just like bonkers. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know whether he needs to leave the room, come back into the room, go downstairs, come upstairs. He doesn't know what he needs to do. He just knows that he doesn't like the thunder. But that's okay because he's on my lap, and I don't know if he wants to be on my lap, but he's driving me nuts, kind of running around. But I thought tonight we would hop on the stream. It's a Thursday night, and it's kind of, we got one more work day. A lot of us have one more work day until we have the weekend coming up. So that's going to be good. A 3-day weekend coming up. So I thought, what the heck? Why not kind of do a pre-kend? Like if you've ever watched if you ever watch Succession, then you know what a pre-kend is. But I think a pre-kend starts lunchtime Thursday and goes until the evening on Friday, and then Friday evening is the beginning of the weekend, or maybe it's Friday afternoon is the beginning of the weekend. But this is kind of like a kickoff of the pre-kend, in case you don't know what a pre-kend is. All right, so here is where we have left our game. The infamous GeoSketch. And I was kind of thinking, like, do we want to work on this today? Do we want to do something else? I don't know, but uh-oh. I think I heard something. I think somebody just got home, and now my dog is really freaking out. All right, I knew this was going to happen as soon as I started the stream, but I will be right back. Okay. And honestly, what better way to start the pre-kend than with some McDonald's? All right, let's get rid of this. Whew. All right. So, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to work on tonight. I'll explain some of what I did, but now that I've got McDonald's, I'm very distracted. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm making a mess. So what I did was I created a separate repo for the data. And and I have reasons of doing this. What did I call it? Did I just call it GeoSketch data? Yeah. So I figured that we're going to have another repo where we're creating this data. We're going to have various tools that are generating the data, and that the game, when it gets built, eventually it can just. Oh, all right, maybe this trying to dual stream was a bad idea, because now I'm getting like no data. On one screen I'm getting data, on the other one I'm not. Yet, it says it's healthy. Why is it saying no data? Interesting. An encoder error occurred while streaming. So let's just start that stream again and see what happens. Failed to connect to server. Oh. Do I have internet? Surely I have internet. Yeah, I do. Right? I mean, I see internet there. Did my live stream get banned or something? That's what it almost seems like. It seems almost like the mobile... Yeah, an error occurred. What happened here? Stream settings. We're going to try this again. We're going to copy the stream key. We're going to replace the stream key. Whoop. Oh, nope. Let's just use the main OBS settings. We'll use that. I really wanted this to work. I really wanted this to just kind of work. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see what happens. I replaced the stream key, and I don't think it's working still. Oh, it is working. Ah. I don't know what happened. Okay. Now it seems to be working just fine. Whoops. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put that there. Okay. I'm just going to eat. Since nobody's watching right now, I'm going to go ahead and eat. I'm just curious if I'm going to look at my phone. I mean, it is storming like heck outside. I'm closing one window because like directly behind the computer is Windows, and it is storming like mad. All right, I'm gonna see. No. All right. So I see the regular live program. Oh no! Is Windows, and it is storming. Oh, okay. I got it. Apparently, I am live on mobile. I think the reason I don't have any viewers right now is because I'm eating. I'm pretty sure that the YouTube algorithm is able to detect that I'm eating. And with that, it just discourages me. It discourages my channel from getting suggestions. Alright. So one thing I think I started to do was the countdown mode. See, this is the other error I keep getting. I keep getting errors about keyframes. That the keyframe is not being sent often enough. Keyframe interval is 0. Let's do, okay. All right, whoa, that was big. Okay. Did you hear that? Now YouTube's going to tell me that the stream is healthy. And it's going to tell me probably for the next 2 minutes that the stream is healthy. And then it's going to just crap out. Or doing live debugging while eating McDonald's. Once I finish eating, the quality of the stream is going to improve so much, I promise you. You'll tell your grandkids about this stream. Eventually. Alright. One thing I hadn't done in countdown mode was there's no spacebar action, right? There's actually no action at all. It just is the timer. It's just counting down from whatever I started it with. I'm going to finish eating before I do anything. This is the millionth time. I mean, this happens all the time that, like, I get brought dinner right when I start streaming. I have no plans for the Memorial Day weekend. I do have plans. I do. But, Captain Fandom Nerd. You know what, Captain Fandom Nerd? I can rely on you more than I can rely on Joe. My good friend Joe. But I apologize for eating on the stream. I promise, like, I was hungry and dinner literally got brought to me as soon as I started streaming, so I'm still eating. I'm also doing something different tonight where I'm simulcasting on the regular YouTube, which I can tell, Captain Phantom Nerd, that I can tell that you're listening to me on the normal live screen, but I'm also streaming on mobile. And from that, you know, you should get, like, you know, YouTube Shorts should promote you. Oh, but here we go. I'm being told that the video quality is not good enough. Is dinner good? Yes, it is good. It is a Big Mac meal from McDonald's. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, how do I fix that? What should my bit rate be? Right now, it is... Oh, God. Something down there crashed. I'm going to change the bit rate to 4,000 in the keyframe interval to 2 seconds. Let's see if that helps. And then that means I need to restart the... Oh, excuse me. I need to restart the mobile stream. Let's see if that works. Okay. And then now YouTube is probably going to tell me that this... Okay, it's telling me no data right now, which is fair. It's going to take a minute. But let me tell you about my dinner. It is a... Yeah, no buffering on your end because you're listening on the regular live stream on the I don't know how YouTube does it, but so I don't know if you use YouTube Shorts, but sometimes when you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts, you'll scroll through somebody who's doing a live broadcast, and they're doing the vertical broadcast, and so that's an actual different live stream than the one you're watching. So what I'm doing now is I have an extension in OBS, which is the program that most streamers use to stream, that should stream to the normal stream that you're watching on, but then also stream to a mobile stream, so anybody looking through YouTube Shorts might come across this live stream as well. And it's that mobile stream that keeps telling me things like bad keyframes, not enough data, not enough blah, 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 we hate you, we don't like you. I'm almost done eating, I promise. The quality of this show, the quality of this stream is going to improve so much when I'm done eating. So, the whole point of streaming on the mobile platform is to try and get more viewers, I guess. Which I will say, the few times that I have streamed from my phone, just for the heck of it, I get instant viewers. Like, I don't know what it, like, I mean, I get tons of viewers. When I stream normally, nah. But of course, trying to maintain the attention of those viewers is very difficult because they're probably all like 19-year-old Gen Zers, Zoomers. All right. So I think what we'll do tonight, once I'm done eating, is we'll fix up this countdown mode so that it will show you, so it'll show you countries and then it'll allow you to do the countdown. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. The stream's bitrate is lower than recommended. 7 seconds. The current keyframe. So good. I don't know what it is about McDonald's, but it's literally just like super delicious. I love McDonald's so much. All right, keyframe interval, 1 second. Okay, let's try that. And now it's, see, no. I am almost done with my Big Mac and my fries. I promise. Meanwhile, though, I bet I know what I'm going to do something that might drop the connection real quick, but I'm going to try it anyway. Do I want to try it? Almost done. Almost done. Promise you that. I think I know what I need to do. In the words of Homer Simpson, never try. Just don't try. Like, there's no point in trying. That's not actually true. I don't actually believe that. But sometimes it feels like it. You know, when life just kind of kicks you and it just, you fall on the ground and it just stomps you, and then it stomps you, kicks you in the gut, stomps you in the head. It really feels like it sometimes. Like, just like, why am I doing this? All right, I got a couple more fries here. So my personal favorite part of a Big Mac meal is when you finish the Big Mac, but you still have some fries left over. And then, if you have done it right, then what happens is you have a plate. If you're using a plate, you have a plate with the Big Mac sauce and the diced onions. And then you can use your fries to kind of wipe that up off the plate. So now you just suddenly have this deliciousness of fries, diced onion, and Big Mac sauce. Okay, we're done. We're done eating McDonald's. We're done. I apologize once more. I'm going to put this back here behind me so I am not distracted, so that I am not tempted to lick the plate. I am going to try one more time to get the mobile live stream working, and if I don't get it to work this time, I'm just going to give up. So just give me a minute. it was working so well. It was working so well, and then it just stopped working. And an error occurred. I'm going to just change this to use the main OBS settings. All right, I'm going to give up on this in like just a minute. I really wanted this to work. It would be so nice to be able to like simulcast on, because I've been watching these guys. They like one guy I've been watching a lot. He plays chess, and he's able to do it really well. Like he's using a desktop computer. He's broadcast. He's live streaming on a normal stream, and then he's live streaming also on mobile. And so I started looking around, like, how are people doing this? Like, how do you do this? And it's a plug-in with OBS, which I installed, and it seems to be set up. But it's almost as though my internet isn't fast enough, which bugs me. I mean, like right now, it seems to be okay. What if I? All right, what if I do that, and what if I do this? Okay, so what I'm doing is now, I don't know how much you, like Captain Fandom Nerd, I don't know how much you know about like streaming and everything, but when you're streaming on YouTube, you'll have like these little windows that show you your stream. So I'm just closing those and trying to basically just kind of conserve as much bandwidth as I can. The other problem is I'm going through a proxy, and for reasons I won't get into, I have to go through a proxy right now. I believe that's probably what's causing the issue, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. I'm going to try and not look at it anymore. I'm done eating. I'm going to get in programming mode now. Program mode it is. And so far, so good. Everything's healthy. Okay. Countdown mode is what we want. And so we don't have... I remember last time we talked, I remember I was kind of complaining about how there was a lot of duplicate code, and I didn't like that. I kind of hated it, but it is what it is. And that's still kind of the position we're in. We're still like, there's still going to be this timer that's going to be duplicated. There's still going to be the... So I have been thinking, so let's go back and look at the other mode really quick. So let's look at this. Oh yeah. So if we look here in timed mode, we're just going to let this run kind of wildly. So we have this that's showing Bolivia. And what I envision for this is it'll say Bolivia. And then underneath of it, maybe it'll show a map, not a map, obviously I don't want to show a map, but it'll show a flag of Bolivia. And then as time goes by, it will show more. It'll show like the population, the capital, and then also I have factoids. So let me show you what I was thinking with that. So here we have what I'm thinking is going to be the beginning of the database for this. I'm getting distracted by the mobile thing. I'm still not ready to give up on it. Let me try. I don't know why the keyframe. I'm going to just leave it alone, and I'm going to see what happens as it just kind of continues on. Okay, but here are the data files. Data files. I was going to say data files. And they're just regular JSON files. They're just named .dat because I'm extra like that. But you can see here, so you have like the name of the country, the capital, the area, the population, the currency, the language, the flag. The flag is just a file name, but eventually it could just be like a base 64 encoded JPEG or something like that. And then these factoids, and I think it would be neat if what it was is when it came up at first, it would say USA, and then of the facts, like the language, the capital, the population would all be underneath of it. And then as time ticks by, it would show these factoids. Like right here, a factoid for Bolivia is Bolivia has two capitals, La Paz and Sucre, which is correct actually. And I have yet to go to Sucre. I was thinking just the other day, I already have my retire. I already I know what I want to do in retirement. So I like this YouTube thing. I mean, I'm not making any money on it, but feel free to super chat me. But in retirement, there was this show in Bolivia called Hans por su casa, or no, Como Hans por su casa. So in Spanish, you could say, I think it's Juan, como Juan por su casa, and the closest English translation would be Juan made himself at home, right? And in English, you can kind of say that it's not necessarily an insult when you say like, Juan made himself at home, but it could be. It's like, oh, well, Juan just made himself at home. Depends all on context and tone and all of that. Well, there's this show that was filmed by this German guy in Bolivia back in, I think, the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. But all he did was he just went to these different areas of Bolivia, these different little towns, and literally just talked to the people and just was kind of like, hey, like, let's see what's going on in Sucre. Let's see what's going on in Beni. Let's see what's going on. He just went to all these different towns in Bolivia. And if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know how much I love Bolivia. And you just know how much I love Bolivia. And I was thinking, it would be so great in retirement to like have a car in Bolivia. I mean, I have a car here in the States, obviously, but to have a car and just drive to these different cities in Bolivia and just do the same thing. And obviously the name would be Como Adi por su casa. I would love that. I would just love to be able to just drive around Bolivia exploring the country. Oh, so I think that's what I'm going to do in retirement. I already registered the YouTube channel at Como Adi por su casa, but obviously there's nothing on it yet. Anyway, that was a major segue. I'm going to try it. I mean, I want to see something. I know. I keep going back to this damn. I keep going back to this gosh darn mobile stream. I'm still trying to video. I'm just looking for some basic settings, and I don't see audio output. I mean, it's telling me that YouTube is not receiving enough data. I want to look at it on my phone. I want to know how true it is. And I don't see audio output. I mean, it's telling me that YouTube is not receiving enough data. It looks fine to me. So I'm going to minimize the screen and just concentrate on Captain Fandom Nerd, because he's my pal. And he says, where is Joe? Is he sleeping? Probably. Let me get on Discord and ping him. Where is he? I mean, he should be. I should be really annoying and text him is what I should do. Okay. So this is the data format. So now what I'm thinking is that whole the entire idea of the data kind of showing up in stages where with the map and the factoids, that is going to be universal. Well, let's think about this. What about for free mode? What exactly will free mode be? I mean, okay, here. Are you busy? Captain Fandom Nerd is wondering where you are, in parentheses, I'm streaming. Okay. Alright, so we'll see if Joe shows up. What did I want to do? Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh, it was working so well. Oh, my idea of ignoring the stream was working just fine. what that is. But now it's telling me no data. It's telling me no data. Mm. Mm. Start and stop streaming when main OBS starts and stops streaming. Okay, I can do that. Let's look at the settings here. So here's what I'm struggling with, right? I keep getting an error saying that the keyframe is like slow. I really think it's a bandwidth thing. I'm really thinking it has something to just. I'm really thinking it's just limited bandwidth. But we'll try it again. We'll you know. If at first you don't succeed, just try again. That's, you know, but then again, I was just saying earlier to never try. So I don't believe me. All right. Is it working? Oh boy, failed to connect to server. Why would it fail to connect to the server? Let me see something. Stream settings. Let's see. Let's look at the YouTube settings, right? Let's look at the YouTube settings over here. So we have. Oh wait, yeah, I don't want to. Okay. So we got this. I was using this stream URL. I got my stream key. Okay, enable auto start, enable auto stop, blah, blah, blah. 360 video, normal. What about low late? Or what is this? Okay, Google, stop asking me to help. Stop offering to help. This has been the most annoying thing lately. At every instance, Google wants to say, hey, we got AI. Hey, you want to use AI? We got AI. Hey, you want to use our AI? Like, shut up. I don't need you AI for everything. Maybe just for 90% of everything. All right. So, like, right now, you can see the stream health has no data. If I come over to OBS, and let's try streaming again. Now it's just telling me failed to connect the server. It would be great if YouTube could somehow combine this some way. I don't know. But look at all these errors it was telling me. The current keyframe frequency is 7.7 seconds. But I feel like latency. I wouldn't want to highly stream latency. I like how the question, clicking on the question does nothing. Failed to connect to server. So this is like a debugging stream. Let's be honest, right? Let's just be honest. This is just I'm just debugging. Let's see. The vertical settings. Let's look at everything. Resolution. I could try reducing the resolution, maybe. I mean, if I reduce the resolution, that's less data it has to send up. So why don't we try that? It's not ideal, but we can try that. Backtrack always on. Let's see. What else we have? I don't know what backtrack is. I think backtrack allows you to... Backtrack runs while streaming and recording. I'm going to say no. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to say no. Streaming. Okay, we got the output. We've got our stream key. This was originally 4,000. Let's go back to 4,000. Stop. I'm going to turn this off for now. This is what was causing me issues. Video encoder. I don't know anything about these, so we'll leave it alone. Rate control. I don't know anything about that, so we'll leave it alone. The bit rate, which we already changed. The key interval. I'm going to change that up to 2 seconds. The keyframe interval. I'm going to change that. The preset seems... What is preset? Very likely too slow. Whoa, although quality might not be so great. Not bad. A little... I don't know what preset is. Okay, we're going to try this again. Okay, I think I'm back. because OBS crashed, and now I don't have the vertical. I don't have the vertical thing at all. Where did it go? Okay, vertical scenes, vertical sources, vertical. Okay. Okay, that's very small. Here we go. Okay. 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 That's a little bit better. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see what happens if we try. I pushed that, didn't I? I did. I did. It's been timing out. That's why I'm like, there. Yeah, that was screwed up, Captain Fan. The program that I'm using, this OBS, it crashed on me. So, and now this isn't working at all. Let's see how this is configured. We got this. Okay, everything still looks like I had it. No, I don't care about recording. I just want to stream. Oh, boy. Still says I'm live on the mobile, but it's not saying it failed to connect to server. So I wonder if the server doesn't like that I'm trying to have two connections. I mean, they're different stream keys, right? But maybe the server doesn't like the fact that I'm trying to like have two different streams to it. But people do this. How do people do this? When I get back from Africa, actually, when I get back from South America, because I'm going to go to Africa first, and then I'm going to go straight from Africa to South America, which, by the way, I kind of think is pretty neat. Like, how many people actually go from Africa to South America? There's only, like, if you look on, like, flights, there's literally only a handful of flights that do it. But I don't know. I'm pretty, for some reason, I'm really excited about the prospect of going from Africa to South America. It's a flight from Cape Town in South Africa to Sao Paulo in Brazil. I don't know why. I'm excited to do that. All right, I can't get this mobile thing. I had another idea. Well, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it won't. It won't let me. Let's do some online. Let's see. OBS vertical orientation. You can see I already looked it up. Let's do some live T streaming. I don't remember what connect to server. I don't remember what the exact error was, but let's try it again. Okay, ATM vertical plugin won't allow me to stream. I was very excited to use this new feature that a lot of creators have been talking about. For some reason, I cannot seem to stream when this plugin is installed. I'm on OBS. I will attach. Let's see. I would like to mention that I'm also having issues. Found that fixed. I joined their Discord where I found a support ticket is having some issues. It looks like you need to uncheck backtrack runs while stream recording, and instead you should track backtrack always on. So we had that. So remember, backtrack always on. Where was that setting? Backtrack always on. Okay. Got it. Thanks for this. I got to join the Discord. Everything, same issue. Everything else works fine. Links, but fail to stream. Having the same issue. Everything works, but can't stream. Here's my log. Back to access this option, you have to open the... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we got that. Anyone else getting the issue? I think another thing I might want to try, and this is going to disconnect me for a minute, but I have not updated OBS in a long time. So this is OBS 3.0.2, and let's see what version they're on. I mean, literally, I don't remember the last time I downloaded it. Well, they're not too far ahead of what I have, but it's not going to hurt to go ahead and it's not going to hurt to go ahead and just download and update. But this is going to knock me off the stream for a minute. Okay, give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna disconnect at the absolute last minute I can. All right, so here we go. And then I was thinking, I was like, because we got the big weekend coming up, right? Like, people aren't going to work. I mean, people aren't going to be working Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be taking like a half day off tomorrow, things like that. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I will get drunk. I was thinking about that. All right, let me close OBS. I hope this doesn't end the stream. I hope there's like a grace period because I'm not going to click the end stream button. Let me try it again. Oh, come on. All right. Wait. Yes. Okay. At this point is when I got to close OBS. I'll be back as soon as I can. I'll be back. Are you sure you wish to exit? All stream... I don't want to shut... Okay, let's do it. Okay. Am I back? I think I'm back. Yeah. Wait. I think I'm back. Okay. That's good. Let's try the other thing now. Let's try... I don't know if that was a new... I was going to say, I don't know if it was a... No, okay, it picked up where it left off. That's good. So we have OBS updated and running. So let's now try the vertical stream, which I've been obsessed with tonight. Okay, I'm going to try and launch it. And it's going to tell me that it can't connect. I can already tell. Like, it would have connected already. So this is definitely the new... Yeah, failed to connect to server. Failed to connect to server. Why? And here's a weird thing about OBS. I had to close Chrome. I just had a crazy idea though. Maybe what I could do. No. OBS. No. Failed to connect to server. Let's see. Okay. Input overlay failed to connect to server. Let me just take this out. Let's put that there. Failed to connect to server, high detailed post, but this isn't this is not vertical orientation. I really want OBS vertical. What is it called? It's called vertical. About. No. I was really excited about this too. Really excited. Yep. Show vertical scenes in main scenes list. No. I don't want that. Backtrack always on. Backtrack recording length. Save streaming. Okay. RTM. I am going to... No, I can't. Let me see. Reset. This will end all your streams using this key. No. I'm not going to do that. Cancel. I wonder also. Let me try this. I'm going to put another key in. I wonder if there is another software that would allow me to stream just the mobile portion, right? Like I'm using but then there might be conflicts with using different hardware, using the same hardware. Yep, failed to connect the server. All right. I'm going to reset this anyway. Reset. I don't think anybody's on anyway. I'm going to try this. Live now. Well, I do have a stream live now. Let's see. Reuse settings. Let's try that. Okay. Stream. All of this is the same. Okay. We have that. Duplicate stream key. That's why I'm going to reset it. Oh, wait a minute. No. No. All right. I think I'm going to end this stream and do some debugging on my own. We'll catch this up later. We'll catch this up tomorrow. I want to figure this out, and it's going to bug me, and I'm not going to be able to think about anything else until I figure it out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Well, I'm going to keep this on. If you want to keep watching, you're welcome to do so. I want to try something else. Let me see. Dismiss. Do stream. So this main stream is not screwed up. If I do manage, schedule stream, create, I'm just going to create a brand new one. Okay. Test mobile stream is what it's called. How would you like to? Could I do it directly through the webcam? No. Okay, let me see. Streaming software. Okay, let's do that. Public. Why can I not get in? I want a new stream key. Yeah, create new stream key. There we go. V2. Streaming protocol. Stream resolution. YouTube automatically detects the stream's resolution. Okay, create. Yeah. Okay. Okay, copy. Let's put this into OBS. OBS. Put this one here. Okay, that's the new one. Okay. Let's try connecting. It's not going to connect. Why not? Yeah, failed to connect to server. Still broke. Have a good. Thanks for joining, Captain Fan and Nerd. I'll be back tomorrow probably. Undistracted, I hope. Right now I'm just distracted because now it's like personal, right? Now it's not working at all, and I want to know why. Let's try. Connection successful. Okay. So I think I figured out how to get it temporarily working. And let me see. Over here. What do we got going on? It says it says I have an excellent connection now to the mobile stream. I'll show you guys. See? Excellent connection. But where's my go live button? All I'm missing is my go live button. Why can't I go live? Connect stream, it says I'm connected, right? Am I on the right stream key? No. Now, what have I've really gone and done it now. Look at this. See, look. This is OBS, right? It's telling me I'm connected here. Stream all vertical outputs. And it says I've been streaming. This is what I've been streaming to. This is the test mobile stream connection. Oh, there we go. Okay. That took a long time. Okay. It took a while, but it got there. Now we're going to go live with it. We're going to see how well it works. I think I might know how to get it to reconnect, though. I think I figured that out. If I just switch proxies, if I reset the proxy really quick, then that will work. But I bet I'm going to start getting the errors. I bet I'm going to start getting like all kinds of like stream health errors. This is it. Okay, I mean, like right now it's telling me the stream health is excellent. We'll see how long that lasts. Because unfortunately, excellent health never lasts forever. It just doesn't. I've been really coming to terms with that lately. So I've been running more lately. I've started running again. I used to run a lot. I used to run avidly, anywhere from like 30 to 50 miles a week. It was a lot. Maybe not 50. I think the most I ever did was probably like 35 miles in a week. But I used to run a ton, like just constantly. Not constantly. I mean, that would kill you. But I would run every day, at least 3 miles, but usually like 5 miles. It was a lot. Of course, that was like 12, 13 years ago when I was a much younger man. Now, as I approach mid-century ages, my runs aren't quite as extreme. But I've been running more. And like the other day, I was really proud because I did 3 miles at I wouldn't call it a running pace. I would call it more of a jogging pace. I ran 3 miles at a jogging pace, which I'm still extremely happy with. But the hard thing is not to compare myself to, like, I'm comparing almost 50-year-old me to 35-year-old me, right? And like the difference between 35 and 50 is worlds apart, literally worlds apart. So but in my mind, I'm like, oh God, you suck. You used to be able to do this. You used to be able to, you used to be able to run so much better. And like now I'm just like, but I did 3 miles at a jogging rate. So I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about the 3 miles. And then but the thing is like one thing I've noticed is that just since I've started running again, my mood has gotten so much better. And it really is an endorphin rush. And I know people like, they'll like, no, it's okay. You're just depressed. Blah, blah, blah. You don't need running. But no, it really is like, it really just makes you so much happier. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But, I'm really happy to be running again. I'm going to adjust the mobile cam a little bit because it looks weird. Let's see if I do this. But today I didn't run. Instead, I did an old person thing and went on a walk. I did a long walk, right? I went on this really long walk. Because I ran yesterday and the day before. But the whole time I'm walking, I'm like, I don't run. All right, Addy, you're not a young man anymore. You're going to hurt yourself if you start running. Because like one of the things as you get older is like with running, Like rest is very important the older you get. You got to have proper rest days. When I was in my early 30s and running a lot, like I would run like I remember one time I did 10 days in a row where like the minimum run was like 3.5 miles. And like if I tried that now, I would probably die. I would be in massive amounts of pain. But oh God, I really missed running, and that actually reminds me, I want to get a nice pair of running shoes because I haven't had a decent pair of running shoes in a long time. I'm gonna look some up right now. Let me get up a browser. What I used to wear these they were Nikes. Yeah, Nike Air Max, I think they were. Oh, and but the great thing about them is that they had a lot of support, but they were like really, really light. Shop Nike Air Max shoes, men's Air Max, but they're like $100. Oh, when I bought them, they were like $110. But I was looking at them a couple days ago; they're like $160. So these I don't like, right? Because I don't like. I don't want something that's too heavy, right? I want something that's like fit, like this. The Nike Air Vapor Max, the Flyknit. That was it. That was the shoe. The Flyknit. Oh, $210. Now I remember these things were expensive when I was back in the running. I remember they were expensive, but $210? Really? Like, really? I mean, you got to get the black ones. I'm a 10.5. I mean, they look nice, but they're so light. They're so light. It's wonderful. I might have to do it. How long will it take for them to get delivered? Members get free shipping. Why do I have to be a member? Flyknit. Let's go to Amazon. Amazon. Nike Air Flyknit. Now, for what it's worth, the mobile stream now, not a single problem. It seems to be working fine. Okay, so the Flyknit Racer is $72. Here's the one that I was looking at, but here's the thing about Amazon with things like this. Who's the seller, right? Because you might be getting a knockoff. And I don't know who the seller is here. It doesn't say. So the Nike Air Flyknit, the men's running shoe, like this is like, oh, this isn't Nike brand. The thing is, like in life, like I understand why people say things like money doesn't buy happiness, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it might not buy happiness, but, you know, as they say, being broke won't buy you anything. And generally, you get what you pay for. So if you spend $40 on a pair of running shoes, you're going to get a $40 pair quality. You're going to get $40 worth of quality in your running shoes. And with running shoes, you need good quality because you are putting a ton of stress on your feet, on your knees, on your legs. So you need a really good shoe. I don't know. I'll look at this later. But the fact that I have a stable mobile stream. Oh, shall we program? All right, I don't even remember what we were going to do. I really don't. I think we were going to do the countdown mode here. Oh, we were talking about, let me load it back up. Where did it go? Where did it go? Give me a sec. We were talking about the data, right? So we were talking about the GeoSketch data. So maybe what we want to do, maybe we want to start with the database class. And I had kind of started down that route the other night when I was looking at this. Maybe we want to just have a class. So I wrote some notes. This is all coming back to me. Regional database. Didn't I write myself some notes? I thought I wrote myself some notes. Did I write it in the CPP file? Here we go. So a dynamic source of records, and what I bet there's just literally two notes that I wrote myself. A dynamic source of records, which means that it's dynamic, right? The data can change. Like think about this as somebody downloads this game, and then they buy an expansion pack. Like maybe the base game only comes with the North America data, and then you can buy an expansion pack for the South American data, something like that. Maybe that's what this is. So that's what I mean by dynamic source of records. I want to be able to give it a folder, and then it will just find all the data in that folder. And literally from that, buying an expansion pack, literally just be downloading the data and putting it into the folder. Now, obviously for pirating reasons and things like that, you got to be a little more, I guess. I really don't know what the best practices are with that. So you got to be a little more careful, or you got to be a little more secure, or a little more strict, I guess is probably the word. You got to be a little more strict about the way that your program imports data. But that's kind of what I mean by dynamic source of records. That would be a good thing to research, is to see like what best practices are for like expansion packs that are mainly data. So then the other thing I mentioned here was a load ahead cache. And what I mean by a load ahead cache is, what I want to do is I want to be able to have, like, let's say DB is in like DB. It needs to be iterable. Is that a word? Iterable? You need to be able to iterate it. I want to be able to iterate it. I really want to be able to go like for auto entry DB. I don't know. I still have to think about this some more. But what I want is and then the first one would be like, you would get the first entry with the first round. But while that data has already been served to the client, I want the database to have already loaded the second record. Now, you might say, well, just load the data in memory. You could store it in memory, and you could. Like, to some extent, you could just load. Like, if you're going to do 5 countries, you probably could just get away, actually, now that I think about it, you probably could just get away with loading all 5 countries all the data for 5 countries in memory. That's not a ton of data. But what I was thinking about a load ahead cache, and this is probably just me, like, over-engineering it and trying to get a little fancy with it, was when you say, give me that first record, the database would automatically it would give you the first record immediately, but then in the background, it knows what the second record is that you're going to want. So it's going to load the second record up. Now, like I just said, you could do all of this by just putting it all in memory at the same time. And maybe and the load ahead cache, that literally is me just getting fancy. That literally is just me trying to be fancy with it. So maybe we don't really need the load ahead cache. I mean, this isn't rocket science. So let's think about this a little bit more. If the data has these data files in it, so we will want, so the database, you will want, let's see. You want to know how many rounds you have. So you could have anywhere. Oh, but wait. You might not always know how many you want. So you can't load you can't always load the memory, and you can't always load the data in memory ahead, because in certain game modes, you don't know, right? Like, for example, in the countdown mode, the whole purpose of the countdown mode is to do as many as you can within a given time limit. So you could just say, well, I'm going to load 100. And the chances of the user doing 100 in a minute is pretty much nil. But maybe that's good enough. Maybe it is just a game. It's not like this is some mission critical service. So maybe that is good enough. I don't know. But the point is that this segment of data needs to be able to serve the data really quickly. So if it's coming from memory, it probably will be. So you don't always know how many countries you will be iterating in a game. Also, you want, or actually you should say regions, right? I'm trying to get into the habit of calling them regions because this game could be for, it could be for drawing countries, it could be for drawing states, it could be for drawing provinces, islands, things like that. But so, in other words, the generic name is for drawing regions. So you don't always know how many. Sometimes you might want a region. Okay, so sometimes you might want a region-specific set of sub-regions. So what I mean by that is maybe you want to play the game and only draw North American countries. Or maybe you only want to draw states in the United States. So, or sometimes, so we need to have a region specific, and this could even be, you could get fancy. Wait. We could get fancy and have a set of regions from which to pick sub-regions. So maybe you want to do North America and South America, but not Africa, Asia, or any of that. And that is in contrast to what you've actually downloaded. So sometimes you might want multiple region specific sub-regions. Sometimes you might want to iterate all regions, right? So sometimes you might want multiple region specific sub-regions, like this. Sometimes you might want to iterate all regions. So what that creates like a parent-child relationship. And let's think about this even more. See, there's like a tree. There's a tree here. There's a definite hierarchy, because you have continents. Continents can contain countries. And then the countries contain states / provinces / territories. And then the states, now I don't want to say cities. The AI is telling me, well, you could even have cities, which is true, but what I'm thinking of is counties, right? And I think that would probably be as granular as the game needs to be. But we have to be careful here, because maybe we only want to go, like, let's say you want, I could see an issue here. You got to define how far down the hierarchy you want to go when picking random things. For example, with countries, you don't want to pick a county, right? Maybe you just want to do all the states, but maybe you do. Maybe you do want to go crazy and say, I'm willing to draw any county in the United States. Or, oh my God, maybe I'm willing to draw any county. So a lot of this is UI. I think the data structure kind of lends itself pretty naturally. So we can get very object-oriented, or object-orientedly. We can get very object-oriented with this, right? So like, I already have a region here. I don't want to have a name and a capital. I mean, I do want to have a name, perhaps not a, but the region is the base class, essentially. And then a region could be a continent, a region could be a country, a region could be a state, province, territory, or a region could be a county. And so here I have continent. What is dependency? Oh, okay. This is stuff that the AI probably just generated for me. So I think, okay. So first of all, I want to reorder this. This is ridiculous. I don't like the way the AI wrote this. So if we do, let's just do switch. Um, oh, no, 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 no. It's a string. Okay. If S equals continent, okay. And so the AI reordered things for me. So if it's a continent, so we have continent, we have country, we have state. And I think we'll just kind of, we're going to be very America-centric because we're just going to call it a state. And then from a state, we'll call it a county. State and then county. Not country, county. Yeah, country and county. I'm sure that's not going to cause any problems in the future. Okay. Where is this enum? Yeah, where's this enum defined? I don't even know where it's defined. Did I define it? Peak definition. Okay, here we go. So we have country. No, let's reorder this. I don't know why the AI reordered it that way, but let's see if we can get it to continent. Really, AI? Oh, I wonder if the AI doesn't work in the preview mode. So let's, yep. See, look, the AI is working here. Country, and then we decide to call it state and then county. And that's it. Okay. So this is what we've accomplished so far tonight is the enum. And I might note that the mobile stream is working fabulously. I don't know why, but it is working fabulously. And I'm going to use that word fabulously. I can see that it's not quite showing things how I wanted to show things, but that's okay. You know, sometimes things just they don't work the way you think they're going to work. Let me just do this really quick. Let me just come over here and vertical sources. And then let's put that there, and then let's there we go. Okay. I don't know that improved anything, changed anything, or what. But let me go and do this and this. Okay. So, so with this, these are all region types. I mean, they're a region type. So with that, we have this region. Okay. So this creates, so what we then need is we need some more classes. Like I said, region is going to be the base class here. And really, region is just going to have a name, and that's fine. I don't know that we want a from JSON, because so I use the Neil Lohman JSON library quite often. And I like it. I'm familiar with it. I feel like I should start using Boost's JSON library here, just because I sort of, so I remember at a job I was working a few years ago, I recommended that we use the Neil Lohman, it's called the Neil Lohman JSON library. I think he might have changed the name. But there was such a backlash to using this library, and the reason for the backlash, the name. The name was the reason for the backlash, because they didn't like that it was named after a guy. Neil Lohman JSON. I'm pretty sure it's Neil Lohman. Neil Lohman JSON. Let's see. I'm pretty sure the guy's name is Neil. Let me see. JSON for modern C++. Now I really want to know. Oh, I guess we could just go here. Yeah, Niels Lohman. It's Niels Lohman JSON. I got such backlash for wanting to use this library. Anyway, Boost has one, but I kind of don't want to use the one from Boost, mostly because of the guy who wrote it. And I forget his name. His name is like Magnus or Mar. He's the same. He wrote the JSON library, and I think he wrote the Beast library, the Boost Beast library. What the hell is that guy's name? Boost Beast library. I don't remember his, yeah, Boost org, because and then he also wrote, I think just the JSON library is what I'm thinking of. Oh, but he also founded like the C++ Foundation. What the heck is that guy's name? I just remember I did not like him. I don't remember if it was he started C++ Alliance. That's what he started. Where Okay, there he is. No, Vinny Falco. Yes. So I saw him. I've seen him speak a couple of times at various C++ conferences, and yeah, I worked with a guy who I guess interacted with Vinny, and the guy I worked with was not a fan of Vinny, and I get it. I get it. I completely got it. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking. So it's like I want to use the Boost JSON library, because if C++ is to adopt a JSON library in its standard library, it's probably going to be the Boost JSON library. But Vinny wrote it. Like Vinny's like the author of it. Anyway, so what I'm thinking then, here's our game. We got the game here. We're going to draw, blah, blah, blah. But it's already late tonight. I spent pretty much like the first hour of this stream just trying to get the mobile stream to work. I don't know that I have it in me to do this, but I think tomorrow, what we'll do. So I have two things we could do tomorrow. I have either and then I see Safwayne Sahili is in the mobile chat. Yo, bro, keep it up. That's good. Sir, I have a question. Well, Safwayne, fire away. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to answer all your questions. Just ask Captain Finlander. I learned C language in university, and I'm good on it. Okay, well, that doesn't sound like a question, but good for you. Good for you. C and C++, they're challenging languages to learn, especially nowadays where, I think you learn like JavaScript and like the first thing. You think it will help me on game development? C, well, I can't speak for C. Now, you got to remember, C and C++, they're two different languages. And will C help you in game development? I would say yes. I don't see why it wouldn't. I am more familiar with C++. I'm not actually very familiar with C at all. C and C++ are actually very different languages. Mostly. They are very different languages. But it's kind of like, I would kind of put it to like Spanish and Italian. Like, if a Spaniard talks slow enough, then an Italian person will understand them, and vice versa. So if you speak slow and pronunciate correctly, they'll understand each other, but neither is necessarily fluent in the other language. That's how I would kind of compare C++ and C. But C++ absolutely will help you in game development. I mean, most games are probably written in C++. But then things like Quake, I'm pretty sure, were written in C, and Doom was written in C. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. What do I know? Anyway, so the region would be the base class here. And then we might as well just go ahead and create some other. So the first one would be continent, which would come from region. We'll just create stubs here. Here, the AI is going to create country for me. It's going to create the state, and then it should create the county. And these will all just kind of come from region. Yeah, I got you. Thanks, man. Yep, Softwayne. Good luck, Softwayne. Be sure to click and subscribe. Anyway, I think we're going to stop here is what we're going to do. Because, like I said, I'm kind of gassed out. So I think based on your point of view, C++ is better for that. I don't know. Because I don't know C game development. I'm sure that most game frameworks you can use with C. I don't see why you couldn't. I just know that a lot of game frameworks are targeted towards C++. But I'm sure, like, let's look at Unity. Can you use C with Unity? I'm sure you can. Unity is a cross-platform. We can use native plugins to use C and C++. Yeah, so there you go. But things like SFML is going to be like, so SFML, which is what I'm using for this game, SFML is written in C++. So in order to use C with SFML, you need a binding. You need like a kind of like a go-between. I don't know if this is going to compile, but like I said, I am tapped out. I am going to call it a night. And thanks for watching. I will likely be back tomorrow. And now it looks like the mobile. I think I figured out the issue with the mobile app. I mean, with the mobile stream. Yeah, let's see here. We got the game going. So this is the game that I'm working on. Got this. Come down here. Timed mode. Go. Start in 3, 2, 1. Go. And now you got to draw your country. Hit space. It's a very competitive game. Boom. Game over. There's your score. We're good to go. But yeah, no, the mobile stream seems to be working great now. And it figures now that I'm exhausted. So I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, Soft Lanes from Morocco. Hey, man. Hey, I know South Africa is nowhere near Morocco, but I'm going to Africa for the first time in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Anyway, not that that means anything. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.